Mission the 7th. River Granicus, 334 BCE. The Battle of Granicus. As Alexander strikes into the Persian Empire, the satraps of Asia Minor march to confront him.
Alexander's destruction of Thebes was near total. All that he allowed to remain were the temples, the ancient Cadmea, and the house of the poet Pindar. The rest of the rebellious Greeks immediately surrendered, and Alexander could once again turn his gaze towards Persia. As was only natural before such a grand expedition, Alexander went to Delphi, seeking the wisdom of the god Apollo. When Alexander arrived, he was told that Apollo's priestess was absent from the temple, this being a day when prophecies were forbidden. But Alexander, believing that his will surpassed any sacred rules, marched to the priestess's quarters and began to drag her towards the temple, determined that she would tell him his fate. "My son!" exclaimed the terrified priestess. "You are unconquerable!" Satisfied with his boorishly acquired prophecy, Alexander crossed the Hellespont. Parmenion was waiting with the advance guard, but Alexander had more pressing matters. He proceeded to Troy, where he anointed the gravestone of Achilles with oil. He and his friends ran races around the tomb, as though they were the heroes of Homer's Iliad. The Persians had time for no such frivolities. They assembled their forces at the river Granicus, trusting in its steep banks and fast-flowing waters to deter Alexander's onslaught. Alexander gazed at the army arrayed against him, a host more numerous than any he had yet faced. The steeds of the Persian nobles strutting along the serried ranks, their riders eagerly watching for a glimpse of the invader they wished to slay. Upon a single charge across the Granicus, Alexander would stake the fate of his entire expedition.
The Persians hold a stout position and have the benefit of rest. Our men are tired from the march. Reconsider your assault, I urge you.
I did not cross the Hellespont to be waylaid by this puny stream. Form up. You will take the infantry on the left and center, while I shall lead the cavalry on the right, as befits a king's honor. I shall break the Persians' morale, so long as you do not flee first.
See how the foe deploys his troops, and arrange yours accordingly. Your cavalry charge will be for naught if the rest of the line crumbles.
During the deployment phase, soldiers will move to where you position their captains, and the main battle is will be under Allied control. Position all 8 captains to arrange your battle line, arrange your troops to counter the Persian deployment. Limited to 100 population and the classical age. In the deployment phase, observe the arrangement of the Persian army on the opposite bank, then place an effective counter unit in that section of the battle line by moving the relevant unit captain. Once the battle begins, your ally will take control of these forces and send them across the river with the rest of the troops. Persian morale can be damaged by finishing various quests. Macedonian morale will fall if a captain is lost. Focus on completing objectives behind the Persian line. Getting involved in the main battle is not a good approach. Remember to spend gold to recruit additional reinforcements at commander tents throughout the scenario. Your Royal Companion Cav have extra range with their spears. Use them to charge in and retreat before taking many casualties. Alright. There sure are a lot of troops. So what do we got? Swordsman, Laminated Bowman, Guardsman, Peltasts, more Bowmen, more Guardsmen, more Swordsmen, and some elite skirms. We've got War Chariots, Axemen, Sparabaras, I don't even know what those are, Immortals, likewise. Light Cav. Laminated bowman over here. Well, all the bowmen seem to be over here and over here, so I think I would like my elite skirms to be somewhere more over here-ish. Yeah, they all follow along. Swordsman... Yeah, I don't know most of these units' weaknesses and strengths. That's the problem. Laminated bowman there. I've got skirmish at Cav. All chariots and mortals have bows. Our peltasts were... I don't think it's going to even show me in here because they're not a regular unit type. But the peltasts were also anti-archer, I believe. So we probably want them... over here, maybe?
Macedonians! Many of you served my father, who led you to victories against the warlike Thracians, the savage Illyrians, the hard-riding Scythians. Fine victories. But look at the host against whom I lead you today. The finest soldiers of the Persian Empire. How splendid their costumes! How lustrous their horses! How magnificent their banners! Have you ever seen so grand an army? Now think of the glory when you rout them today! Imagine the trophies you will hang above your hearths! Hear, ringing in your ears, the acclamation that you fought beside Alexander on the day of his greatest victory!
I don't know, move them places. We've got our companion cav over there already. Do we have any big gaps? Over here, maybe? Let's just hope that does the trick. If we struggle, I'm gonna need to look at the Persian tech tree. But hopefully this will do enough for normal. Wait for them to move into position. Not much going on at the back. Presumably there's quite a bit down here, though. This way a little bit further. Right.
Cry Zeus Soter! And charge!
Macedonian morale must not be broken. Avoid the main battle. Fight with Alexander. Train additional soldiers for Persian command centers. Affect Persian morale. Winning decisively, winning decisively, winning comfortably. Great group of royal companion account. Combat is even. We're winning, we're winning. They're winning. Let's train some of those.
Here we go, lads! Kill their commanders and break their spirits!
Got a commander there. It's a captain. good. Move in.
Seize that Persian command post! Section of the line is in trouble. The captain is dead. Command post is this? The satrap's brought up
Right.
his wardrobe.
Make another. Get over there. We're doing combat's
Sacred
even.
fires,
We're winning. We're
thronged
winning.
with chanting magi, exhorting the foe to greater feats.
They're winning.
Douse their flames!
Another brave captain lost. You must support the infantry, Alexander.
Okay,
See the
got
sigil
that
of
section.
Mithridates! Son-in-law of King Darius! Let him face me, since his father will not. These golden trinkets are ours now. There! The breastplate of Rosarches, foremost among these satraps in valor. The honor of killing him will be mine alone.
Persian field
Captains.
hospital.
We got that
Seize
place.
it and stop them patching up their sickly conscripts. Poultices, tourniquets, bandages. Patch yourselves up and get back in the fight. Then horse pens. You know what to do with those, lad.
Make the Persian horses stampede. Got a captain back over there. Halicarnassus there, we're doing not much. We are opening camp back there, potentially. Halicarnassus are doing it not much. They're really doing not much. We're still winning over there. Got that captain. I'm not sure what to do about the horses. You make a bunch of those.
Thundering Zeus! How many veteran officers will we lose this day?
The Persian standards. Burn them, lads.
You move back. You don't go over there quite yet. Take those down first. Now get over there.
Let the Persians see their banners burn. Turn those fine pigments black. I smell cedar and frankincense. Another of the Persian sacred pyres.
Burn it down!
See, Persians! Your once mighty fires now reduced to sputtering embers.
Go get that guy.
Mithridates! Face me, man!
That's quite a lot of units
Into
over
their
here.
baggage camp, like wolves in a hen house.
Persian is close to breaking. They're still winning down here, though. Go get the units. Okay, we're gonna need some more companion cannons. Right, back up. Back up a lot. Maybe try and kill that guy. Doing nothing. You can take him. Those one. Another group of companion cav. How do we get rid of these horses? We break round here. Yeah, surely we must. Right, horses.
Run hard, silver-maned stallions, like luminous comets through an ashen sky.
Their morale is broken.
They are broken! By the 12 gods, I triumph!
Not yet. Persians may have fled, but their Greek mercenaries remain, encamped in the hills at the rear.
What self-respecting Greek would serve the Persian king? I shall deal with these myself. Each company is to send me the man who most distinguished himself today. These will form my hunting party.
Wait for everybody to move forward. Let's see, what do we got back here? We got heavy armored swordsmen, elite guardsmen, we got a bunch of archers at the back, so we probably want some skirms. Or maybe peltasts. We've not got that much gold, really. Amassing there. A group of those. They're still quite heavily outnumbered, unfortunately. And we don't have that much gold. So... this may be tricky. So much for trying to lure back a few of them at a time.
Hard men, these Greek mercenaries. A blessing for us that the Persians were too distrustful to put them in the front line, but taking them out now will still be tough going.
I see you need some reserves, Alexander. It seems that ranging forward with your warrior band might be better suited to the pages of Homer than a modern battlefield.
Granicus, more reserves. Those men Parmenion gave me lacked the requisite spirit.
Right.
The ravine divides here. They're holding both paths. You take one group out, and the other will have to fall back before they're outflanked.
So we can go up against skirmisher cav, hoplites. I think we want to go this way, because all of those skirmisher cav shouldn't be too much of a problem with what we currently have. The infantry will be more so. So let's get... anti-cav infantry, no. Some swordsman might be good. Just got a fortified outpost here. This ought to do plenty fine. Charge! Move in. And you. Where are you going? Get over there.
others are retreating. Push on.
Yeah, that went quite well. Only one group of reserves remain, though. They're all falling back. Let's wait for these outposts to come up.
Aye.
We fall back to heal as well.
Eis alle ite magadones!
My carts appear to be stuck.
Akur. Kangarmo.
Okay, you do not actually heal. We don't have ends of the world. Let's get some of these.
Here. Largo. Nei, Coronos. Gaia.
Yeah, that's more than 60. Control groups it is.
Prostagmas.
Assess the situation, lad, and choose your approach.
Noble Cav, Guardsmen, and some archers, or slingers, hoplites, guardsmen, skirmishers.
Hetoimo. Nei, Tondia.
I think we want to go left again. Companion Cav. I would have got some skirmishers if I knew those were there, but never mind.
Tiesti. Prospalo! Nicastomen!
The day has been long, but do not slacken now, brave soldiers.
Gold. We probably want 2 batches
I
of
see your camp behind you, traitors.
swordsmen.
You cannot continue to fall back much longer.
Though, they have scorpions over here. Scorpions, hoplites, armored swordsmen, archers. Or a bunch of sickle warriors. Gastrofelderods, whatever those are. Looks like an archer of some variety. Mangonels. So let's go with...
Gaia.
a bunch of these, I think.
Kangarmo.
Why didn't we just go in this way, huh? We're taking the long way round.
Aye. Hetoimos. Prostagmata.
Hey, charge!
Ite Andres. Tiesti.
Ideally, you guys want to go straight for the archers. So grab some of you and beeline through and get the scorpions. Worth it.
These are the last reserves we have. Use them wisely.
Maybe that wasn't worth it. Maybe that, in fact, went badly. Okay. This is it.
Alale Andres!
I don't know if this is a good spot to save anyway, but, let's do it. Might be too late for a save, really. Maybe should have saved earlier. If in fact it'll even let me. There it goes. Didn't want to behave the first time.
Prostagmata. Peter Hetoimos.
Round we come. Hacked fortified outpost. Doing nothing. I would still like to snipe the scorpions. Right. Move in!
We have you cornered, Greeks! Like hunters hemming in a growling boar!
But do we, though? But do we? I don't know, they've got quite a few units over there. Try and take them a few at a time. Pull back. Pull back!
Ite Magadones! Neitondia, Erkangarmo, Akua.
Right, you stay there. Just companion cav. They have mostly all infantry anyway. Mercenary hoplite? I don't even know most of these units. Where did they come from? What are they doing here?
Bye. Neitondia. Ergon.
Continue being camped out on the hill. And you go and drag them forward. start moving.
Forgive us, Lord Alexander! Forgive us and spare our lives!
Mercy is the gift of the strong, and I bestow it on you. A fine victory, Macedonians, and the first of many! Let Darius bear witness. I am not some marauder to be dealt with by his lackeys. I am King Alexander, and I lay claim to this realm.
Hopefully sparing them will be helpful for me later, and not let them stab me in the back later. We'll find out. 939! Largest army. That's a lot of units. Nothing all round on the society screen. Or economy. This isn't that kind of a scenario. Yeah. it's really something. Mm-hmm. Mission the 8th. Unto the breach. Queen Ada, deposed ruler of Halicarnassus, asks Alexander to help reclaim her city. Halicarnassus, 334 BCE.
Like the kings of Homer's Iliad, vying for glory in the foremost ranks, Macedonian monarchs led from the front, and few with such zeal as Alexander. At the Granicus he plunged into the fray, as a famished wolf darts among a grazing flock, tearing at sheep and shepherd alike. But Alexander ventured too far, and a Persian horseman brought his sword swinging towards the king's neck. But Clytus, lurching forward, sliced the Persian's arm from his shoulder. His first victory over the Mede in hand, and feeling just as invincible as the Pythian priestess had proclaimed him, Alexander marched on. His target was the coastal city of Halicarnassus, its grand harbor ringed by walls flecked with sea foam, where the great warrior queen Artemisia had once ruled. You see, Alexander had a rather unconventional plan to deal with the Persian navy. Rather than build a fleet and fight them at sea, he'd simply use his army to capture the Persian naval bases, one by one. The rightful queen of Halicarnassus was Ada II, a wise and learned woman, and a gracious benefactor of the temple at Delphi. But, deposed by her brother, Ada now languished in exile, until the arrival of Alexander presented her with an opportunity. The exiled queen welcomed Alexander, putting her wealth, her followers, and her considerable knowledge at his disposal. So splendidly did they get along, Ada even adopted Alexander as her own son. The siege of Halicarnassus, then, would be a family affair.
Halicarnassus, jewel of Ionia, now swarming with Persian rogues and their Greek mercenaries. Return my city to me, Alexander.
It will be so, I swear it. For a siege is no more than a battle of wills. The foe will come upon us with all the ferocity of desperate men, but if we shatter their strongholds, they will abandon the defenses.
Prepare for the siege! What have we got? A bunch of Persidus and Queen Ada's troops along the front. We got a base over here. They got their city over there. Construct a command post to recruit units unlocked in previous scenarios. Will do. Siege workshops and pelotons are disabled, and the walls of Halicarnassus are exceptionally strong. In order to bring down the enemy forts, you must use the options available in the siege engineer tents opposite each fort. Beware enemy counterattacks. Not all attack options will be immediately apparent. Scout the map for alternate approaches. Pesters will try to defend the siege lines as best he can, but lacks the soldiers to do so alone. You do not have to defeat all enemies or capture the whole city. Once you've destroyed enough forts, the enemy will lose heart. Macedonian phalangites are an excellent counter to the numerous and powerful Persian cav. Well, you just patrol back and forth a bit, if you don't mind. Got our command post back here with our pal pests. Definitely just grab both of those straight away. Scouting the map, scouting the map. You're over there, you're running back and forth over there. There's our siege engineer tents. Just send a light cav somewhere random. Doing fine, doing fine. Got a big chunk of gold back there. Alexander, keep roaming around this way.
They come upon us! Like ants pouring from a nest!
Push back the Persian attack!
Ace Ballo! The castlemen!
Move in! Hoplites. Which either gives nearby hoplites +1 melee armor. Got battle drills as well, of course. Scratch one. Right, you lot move forward. You have to deal with that. Start doing some farming. Food and gold, food and wood. That's really quite cheap. More gold over there. Fall back.
Your father was a masterful besieger. He knew that no two strongholds are alike. Methods by which you subdue one may not work for another, just as a huntsman trains one dog by the whistle and another by the stick.
Or just as an adulterous one-eyed king seduces some women with gifts and others with false promises.
Quite something. Okay, you're all out of food. Should do for a little while. I would like ends of the world, please. I would quite like the option to heal.
Nekoranos. Oikodomeo.
Making more economy.
Oikodomeo.
Put down a market. Hi. We got the bears. Right. Ooh. Okay, we just have different options of each tent. Rams or sappers?
bears! Not the only den around here, if those half-eaten forages are anything to go by.
Heracles blesses this hunt. Skin the bears and look for more.
Build another fort. Choose some more companion cav. Right. Sappers it is. What else we got?
Dig,
Bribery.
brave sappers. Though the earth keeps your deeds from sight, know that your king esteems your toil.
Yeah, here they come. I figured they would probably move out and attack that. You two fight bears. Move forth! Come on, riders. Defend.
The gates are shattered! Now bring down that fort!
Can they follow me out of here? Well, they sure can. Okay, pull back.
We have the first breach. Saffron-robed Enyo, wall breaker, your favor grants us victory.
Shelter. Ah, the bears!
Some mercenaries of our own might prove useful here. I have identified some suitable candidates, ferocious as they are unmannered.
Stupid bears. What do we got? Strategos or Agdromos? I don't really know what the difference is. Okay, just, yeah,
There is a village nearby, Alexander. No doubt they despise the Persians' presence as much as I do. Perhaps they'd be willing to help.
you get down there, you get over there. I have way too much on wood, as I always tend to do. Belfasts. I don't know what I want. I don't know what they're both good at. Let's go with those. High attack that gives +1 attack to nearby units. Strong versus infantry, weak versus ranged. Sure. Seems pretty good. Right, and we got down that fort. 4.
Tiestin, oikodomeo.
Raire. Tideleis. Oikodomeo. Ne, koran, oikodomeo. Tiesti. Oikodomeo, oikodomeo.
Prostagmata.
More on farms.
Tideles.
Oikodomeo.
Need more houses.
Oikodomeo.
Over here and take that. Any more bears? More bears. Lots more bears. These are some tough bears. But there's a bunch of gold back here. Alright, units coming in.
Ne, koranos. Oikodomeo.
Okay, bringing out more villagers.
Tiestin.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
To get over there, you, I don't know if I have an academy yet, I don't think so. You make one.
Is he not a marvel, Ada? I have never seen the like of it. People are drawn to Alexander like fawns to a stream.
He is the very image of Achilles. Godlike in countenance and a dread hunter in the clash of arms. You must watch over him, Hephaestion.
Search other caves to hunt more remaining bears. There's more bears. You go and find out how I get down there. That way. Architecture, flaming arrows. Eh. Guess we'll grab that.
Tideles.
Who are you? Persian? Greek? A Macedonian, you say? Gods give me strength. Whatever. Look, you replace the provisions those lice-ridden mercenaries nicked from us, and we'll make it worth your while.
A shepherd making
Resources or
demands of a
attack.
king? Philip would not have entertained this.
Yeah, well, Philip isn't here, is he? I don't have enough. Because of the fees. Encampment or bribery. Now I'm gonna have enough.
I prefer you to the Persians already, let me tell you. Here. There's a way to get to one of those forts, an arrow pass, known only to us shepherds. We'll show you.
Might be a nice way to get through.
Tideles. Metaleo.
Right, we've got 1 bajillion stone, so
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
how much do these cost? 200 wood.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Just build a bunch of fortifications everywhere. I'll slowly get done with that. You build a bunch of those. You build a bunch of these. Got 82, we can keep making more villages.
Taire. Ne, koranos.
Metalluo.
Right, you lot.
Oikodomeo.
Get down over there.
Nekoranos.
Oikodomeo. 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 Oikodomeo.
They get back to over there. That should be just fine.
Oikodomeo.
Nei, Chronicles. Gaida, Tidele, Hoyes, Ties, Akua.
Okay, let's take you lot. And let's go over here. Siege towers, bah. Okay, I do need more stone for that. Ivory, more sappers again.
This was the city of Artemisia, wasn't it? Halicarnassus, home of the warrior queens.
Rams! Only just got this. Swordsman. Probably don't need that either.
Prostagmata.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Got some military buildings. And get one of those down there. More bears! Fort is already half destroyed. We need stone. There's stone down here.
Oikodomeo.
Yeah, that'll be more than enough villagers. And you start pumping out infantry. Take those guys down. Two forts down.
Another fort crumbles! Pallas Athena sees our efforts and she rewards us richly.
Units over here.
Nekoranos. My royal armorer will provide you with whatever you need.
Blankets reflect damage or gain projectile shields. Projectile shield sounds nice. Research at the Macedonian command post. We are over our pop limit. You work on a sapper tunnel here. March over here and defend that.
There's as much glory to gain from picks and spades as swords and spears.
Another phalangite upgrade.
Your blood parents must be fine folk to have raised such a son.
My father was a brute, My mother was a volatile snake charmer, more attentive to asps and vipers than her own brood.
Pull back. Away from the towers. Just need to defend the position.
The gates are down! Now, smash that fort into splintered timbers and broken bricks!
Yes, keep sappering. Back a little. Nearly there. Down it goes.
What will it take to make these men surrender? I shall rule over naught but rubble and rotting corpses.
When I seize the treasuries of Susa, you will have all you need to restore these fine walls.
Hungry beasts, these catapults. We'll need to bring in more ammunition. No doubt our foes will try to stop us.
I remember, Clytus, how Philip would command the artillery. Stood like the straight-backed helmsman of a mighty galley, pointing out targets, directing the salvos, discerning every weakness.
Defend. 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 You are out of stone.
More catapult shots have arrived. Protect that cart.
Cart? From all the way back there? Oof, okay, you break off. I think that castle will be going down. Maybe.
They've hit the cart. We'll bring in more, but we'll need to defend them.
Uh-huh. Guard that cart. Thanks, just guard that position.
Diestin. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
You get some outposts up. Bunch of units down there doing nothing. Upgrade that. Waiting for the cart. Stop crowding it.
Titeles.
Wow, you are following at quite a distance. Twiddling my thumbs.
More catapult shots have arrived. Protect that cart.
Prostagmata, asmenos. Oikodomeo, Halicarnassus. I know her every street and avenue like the hands and heart of my own body. Every injury done to her I feel in my flesh.
Would that all the rulers in this world of dust and iron had such passion as you, Ada.
Move in! Attack!
The walls empty. They flee to the harbor, crowding onto ships, bewailing their defeat. Queen Ada, retake your rightful place as ruler of this fine city.
So long did I pray for this, and then the gods sent you, Alexander. May you always be good to your friends, no matter how mighty you become.
Victorious once more. How much is back here then? Got a little bit of a city back there. They got some Athenians back there. Halicarnassus. And there they go. Relatively easy scenario compared to the few of them we've had. Easier than the last one, I think. Largest army, many resources. Nice big villager high.